Welcome back to Raging Beans Riffs. We're here with another Make Your Mark special of the god-awful G5 My Little Pony. I'm with the gentleman and lady. How are you guys doing today?
No.
I am both ready for this and not ready at the same time.
Well, you've been getting us anti-hyped for it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the negative form of hype called? Is there a word for that?
Dread.
Did all three of us say that?
Yes. You owe me one less soda.
Okay, and don't worry, Onyx, just for you, I will make it a soda in a glass bottle because sodas objectively taste better in a glass bottle.
This is true.
Let's just remember that the show is the one that's shit and it gets us heated. Let's not lash out at each other. Onyx. I'm not blaming Onyx. It's just I lashed at her last night for something separate. So let's just remember it's not personal when we yell at each other. So
all right.
Okay. So I don't have as many for this episode, but I do have some notes. So I got those on my tablet on the side.
Jesus.
All
right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
No.
Or do you want to delay the inevitable a little more?
No, let's get this shit over with.
All right. Here we go.
I will never be ready. I don't think you could be ready for this.
Bunny. I hate them.
Hate these animals. I really do.
This is kind of spooky.
If those bunnies didn't have
No, it's not.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. 20 seconds in. I hate how much of a scaredy cat Hitch is. He was not a scaredy cat in the movie.
Why did Kip feel the need to point out the setting for us?
I mean, it's dumb, Onyx, but I think they try to make this thing where she likes horror and spookiness because they've been doing that in the Tell Your Tale shit.
Okay, and
So
again, they did have her say that in the.
So I wouldn't know.
No, I get it.
What episode was it?
Sorry, Lefty.
No, it's fine. It was the cave episode where she exposited she likes spooky stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a horror movie fan.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a little too early to say, but does the pacing for this episode seem like a little off in this opening few seconds?
That's way early.
It feels like just a beat too fast.
Yeah, like that build up with the rabbit and the glowing eyes in the dark. That's a very common horror trope, but it goes by in second, and there's no build up to it. So there's no spoopiness to it.
So what was the point?
I see. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, again,
it's just a beat fast.
I just hate what they've done to Hitch's character so fucking much.
I hate what they've done to all of them.
Let's just get to it because they've heard us say that. Okay.
This looks like the backgrounds, especially, just to me, look really fucking cheap.
Yeah,
oh yeah, absolutely. I think the glowing flowers are just pasted on.
Yeah,
I kind of thought that too.
It kind of looks that way. But is this it? Is it just that they glow?
Yeah.
Well, let's just see where it goes.
What Zip says coming up. It's so retarded.
Oh no.
So it's not just some sort of unicorn spell? Just a natural
What?
phenomenon?
Okay. What is wrong with what she just said?
What?
Identify what is wrong with what she just said.
Izzy just told you it was a natural thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But that's not what's retarded about it. Think about it.
A unicorn spell, does she think that Izzy is casting the spell?
Well, no. For one thing, no, because we saw her horn and Zip was watching her. Her horn didn't glow, so that's not it. No, literally. I'll just say it one last time because I know it's getting annoying. But think about what she just asked and think about how stupid it is.
Hey, can I listen to her again because
yes.
there seems to be quite a bit of stupid that I don't seem to be catching on to the precise stupidity you're talking about.
So it's not just some sort of unicorn spell? Just a natural phenomenon?
So it's not some unicorn spell, it's a natural phenomenon.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say it. And how retarded Zip is. It can't possibly be a spell. because magic has only been recently reintroduced to Equestria.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what's retarded.
Yep, that is retarded.
Okay, and this is what I have my notes on. So, first off, Izzy timed... Oh, God damn it. Come on, Doc, stop. Okay. Izzy timed the Luma Bloom down to the precise second, which means, if you're thinking about it, she's had so much experience with this event, she can drag all of her friends to Bridlewood to see it with seconds to spare before it begins, meaning it's not a spell. Second, Izzy just like I think the line before Zip asked, she explains that this event has a name. It occurs, it's seasonal.
I mentioned that bit.
Yep. It's seasonal. Happens like we'll just say once a year because they don't exposit like how much or how often moon season is. Mm-hmm. And that also means it is naturally occurring anyway if it's seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I mean,
as I've said, Izzy's horn didn't glow when it started, so that just means Zip's an idiot.
I mean, the idea that they seem to be going for here is that she is in disbelief that this is a natural phenomenon and that there is no degree of magic in play.
That's what I was thinking. I thought she was just expositing what she was thinking before, like that shit happened.
But for her to ask, it's not a spell. Like it's stupid. There's more than enough of what Izzy had said and explained that it's seasonal. For one, meaning it's not a spell, it's naturally occurring, and two, it couldn't possibly be a spell because how would she have known about it if magic had been gone for her entire life? That's how stupid Zip's question is.
Mm.
Very retarded.
Yes.
I mean, it seems like the idea of her being like in awe of like all these glowing plants is fine in theory, and even asking the question that it's not a unicorn spell doesn't seem that crazy to me. It just needs to be rephrased. Like you just say. You just have her say something like I can't believe that this isn't magical. Or yeah.
Or maybe like, so it's natural. Okay.
Or like, or do you know what causes this?
Or something. I thought she was just talking out loud. I didn't really see it as like that.
Yeah. Like, what do you think causes this? I think
that's why the three of us were stuck on what.
The line does not flow naturally in any sense, so I don't blame Lefty here.
Yeah, it's just more evidence. Zip is an idiot, and she does not have the mental capabilities of being a fucking detective if she's saying shit. She
doesn't have the mental capabilities of being Pip, even. Like, she can't even ride on royal coattails, let alone be a queen.
I mean, and again, also the point is she was listening to what Izzy had just said. And if she was capable of critically thinking, the fact that she says, this occurs during moon season means it's seasonal, which means it's naturally occurring anyways.
Yep. And why would you doubt her? She knows more about Bridlewood than you.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because how she said it is making it seem like she's still debating it in her mind, like, this is in the spell? Or whatever. So I guess you're right. Okay.
Yes, kill them all, please.
I mean, as like opening that's functional, I guess, but I'm noticing like there's like I don't want to say there's a distinct lack of conflict because
it just started.
Because it literally just started. But like it feels like a very clunky way of setting up the main point of the special.
Yeah.
Because and never mind. I'm
This feels really confused because I get the impression they want to go for a story about how everyone being in the place trashes it and that's bad. Don't respect nature, but then they also have the nature be evidently evil. Oh well, then why is it set up like that's it? What is he worried about? Because she's worried before the plants start fucking cackling at her.
Yeah. I didn't think it was clunky. I'm just focused on all the stupid behavior that they're doing.
When I say clunky, what I mean specifically,
I didn't see it. I'll probably be proven wrong by the end of this. So
I am glad they're not using the generic intro this time. This is much better. Please keep the fucking tree away from me.
I guess it's special.
Probably.
And yes, that's the name of the special.
Bridlewoodstock?
Fuck off!
You literally just added a word to the beginning of it. You could not possibly be more lazy.
Oh yeah, there's also, I think her name is Cherry Jubilee.
What?
What?
Wait,
what? Really?
That's. Are you sure you're not thinking of the G4 character?
Yeah, I swear there's a character named Cherry or something. I remember people went fucking nuts over just her design, and then like she does nothing in the special.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are about to get into some cancer. I know where this is going now. This is some music festival hippy dippy shit.
Yeah.
Has she always had those glasses?
No, remember Izzy had something like similar, and I criticized how like, oh yeah, because you got to steal from Rarity, and now they're having her do it, and she's supposed to be the Rarity of the group.
Like those are actually Rarity's glasses.
I can see
those
Izzy
are actually her glasses.
I can see. I don't care if they have work glasses like Izzy, but the fact that Pip, the girly bitch, has the exact same red glasses, then yeah, I have a fucking issue with it. Now.
Wait, hang on. Something's wrong.
What?
What?
The like before like the intro and with the with like the music and the logos and shit, like it was Izzy who heard the voice saying, "Yeah, sing for me," right?
Right. I think I know where you go with this. Like she's not dwelling on it or something.
Yeah, she's not dwelling on it. She's not concerned about it. She not immediately like follow up with her friends about like what she just heard?
Oh yeah, it's it's like Zip not questioning who's sending her those texts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just immediately moving on from that.
Watch her say something about. Watch her say something like, "I had a dream those flowers ate my tortillas." Sale. I'll be pissed.
I don't want to burst your excitement bubbles, but there
Wait, is she about to do it?
little teensy-weensy problem with that particular spot. Maybe we should have the festival somewhere
Okay.
else. A problem? It's just
Seriously, we're doing this?
Unicorns think it's kind of jinxy to sing or make any loud noises during the Luma Bloom because of the struggles.
You didn't say that before when they had the meeting in the fucking forest. Give me one.
Yeah. Hold on. But hang on. Is she saying? I'm sorry. Is she saying like we shouldn't have like the concert there because just, like jinxies and like superstitions and not
She's
because
right.
Why the fuck is she lying about it? She
don't
literally
know.
has no reason not to lie about it.
I don't think she's lying about it. It's a jinxie thing. They've always been kind of crippled by it. The issue is she's not bringing up the thing, period.
You got to artificially create conflict.
It's an idiot ball plot.
In fact, it might actually be more interesting if she actually says, "I heard something, I don't think," and there are like legends about how jinxy it is. I don't think it'd be good for us.
Maybe that's why I heard something.
Yeah, and what makes it even weirder is like the whole reason that they're having this concert is because they discovered that place.
That's why I was saying that.
But
you didn't say this in the forest or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
and like and Pip obviously wants to do a concert because of the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that could be a that could be an interesting conflict. You could do something else, like instead of having like this idiot plot, you could have maybe like Izzy say, like, "Hey, I heard something. Maybe we should check to make sure this place is safe." And then they check, don't find anything. Then Pip says, "Okay, we're ready to go." But Izzy's still like, "No, I still want to keep investigating to make absolutely sure." That could be the conflict. Like there's so many more interesting and better ways to take this, but
well, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
An old jinxie
You're not
rumor.
wrong.
No, it's not a rumor. There's even a poem. It goes like this. Eyes of the monster, form of the pig. Sing, laugh, or yell. Step
Never mind, it sucks.
This
to be fine.
Nah, it'll be fine.
So you're really dismissing someone's legends of what they know?
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
new.
It's actually, hang on. Are they implying that like Izzy, like Izzy just said that it's a real thing? So are they implying that what Izzy heard last night like triggered like memories of like something, and now and that's why she's thinking about like canceling the concert?
Well, she
No, I
just
think they're
just
just
read
pulling on the lie.
not read off,
just-
but what is it?
Yeah.
She just recited a poem that she grew up with.
Yeah, I don't think it triggered some PTSD memory or whatever.
No, I'm saying like that hearing that whisper caused her to remember the legend.
Oh,
I
probably.
And
think
based
so.
off of that, she's saying we should cancel the concert.
Well, yeah, probably.
Which
That's-
again,
I just thought of an issue. I always got the impression that she was obviously different from other unicorns by being so bright and cheery,
Right.
and she never got bothered when someone said a jinxie word. So,
right.
I mean, I guess you could argue it's because she heard a voice, but even still, I feel like she wouldn't be this flustered saying this. She never struck me as being superstitious like the others.
That's why I think she's still lying.
Yeah.
Mm.
But to go back to Fable's point again, this was something she should have said last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
She could be right. I've never actually seen a Troggle. See?
Wow, you folded fast.
God, they always do.
I hate this. It's
Okay,
My
what
head
specifically?
hurts.
well,
there's a lot-
I hate that they're like playing back and forth with it, and it just doesn't feel genuine from Izzy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I haven't seen one. It's like, just say I heard something.
Bridlewoodstock, here we
God.
come!
See, that's this show still averse to conflict.
Yep.
Good morning. Breakfast?
That might make the kids feel sad, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
flapjacks are still ugly.
I mean, between like the confused tone of the opening and like Izzy bringing up this thing with like the poem and the legend about the monster, it seems like they're going for a horror vibe, but they're so scared to do actual like scary shit. I don't know. I might be putting my foot in my mouth because we're only like
I didn't
2
really
minutes
see a
in.
horror vibe. I just saw some generic. Oh shit! It's about to go down or whatever.
Well, I'm basing the horror vibe argument on like the glowing eyes that we see at the beginning,
and the visuals
the voice
from
in the
the
darkness. Yeah, the visuals from the poem and the legend of the poem itself. So they seem to, they seem to be trying to do like some horror stuff, but tonally, it's very confused.
I guess I'm just desensitized because I didn't see it, but
Well, here's kind of a conflict they could do is have Izzy kind of relent and say, okay, we'll put on the concert, but I still think we should be careful, and like how she could actually be strict about how Pip's going about it, and that could cause friction between them.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, just do that. It's simple.
Because it's a better idea.
I want to lean into the Luma Bloom theme and go full Flower Fest. Flower crowns, snack tents featuring
What?
edible flowers.
How does that?
Where does their
Okay,
music
Wait,
go?
edible flowers. They eat flowers anyway. Never mind.
I'm sorry. I'm so confused. Like the flower crown thing appeared in the mirror, but not on her head. How does that work?
I think it's like a VR thing where you can like check how a certain style will look on your head before you get it. I think that's what that is.
Okay, that's interesting for something in a sci-fi setting, which this clearly isn't. So, I mean, unless they somehow discovered a spell. I mean, I can see that being a thing in G4, but in G5, where they're still relatively new to magic, I'm highly skeptical that they would have something like that.
Well, remember,
It must be one of Izzy's detective gadgets.
Well, remember Winter Wish Day, they pulled a new fucking spell right out of their ass to cancel out the...
Yep. Izzy must have made it. Because she's apparently an electrical engineer and software programmer.
I think we can get electric blue.
The super epic Pegasus rock band?
Wow, Hitch! I didn't know you were such a musical expert.
You better be a recent fan.
And I am dying to have the incredible new pop artist Ruby Jubilee perform.
That's it, Ruby
I
Jubilee.
love her.
She's like a red Misty. That's it.
Just a red Pegasus Misty.
And
Speaking of Misty,
sorry.
is she and the other bitch going to be in this
No.
episode?
No.
Okay.
I would just like to also point out, I really wish, like, when Hitch is now like, oh, I'm big into music, like, really wish you would have done that earlier in Make Your Mark.
Yep.
This is like a super nitpick, but does that hair look off somehow?
Yes.
Like in
It
relative to
looks
the.
like it should fall off her head.
Yeah, a little bit.
I that's probably it, but it also seems to clash with the rest of like the pony design.
I think I know what he's seeing. It doesn't look like, how do I say this? So there's a certain texture, and I'm not talking about like the hairstyle. Like look at the pony, the wings, even the eyes. They clearly like belong with each other, but the hair, it looks like they just layered something on it. It doesn't look like it's part of the design. See it?
Like it's like some cheap Photoshop, and they didn't try, and they didn't like color correct to like actually have the mane be like part of the photo, if that makes sense.
It's something you don't really notice until someone points it out.
In the right spot either.
We mean in the right spot.
Yeah. Well, it kind of looks like it's falling off.
Yes.
Well, that type of hairstyle, it's a mixture of her angle and the hairstyle is going that way. I've seen a bunch of black chicks.
We'll have to wait till we see the model.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Every pony does. Her vocals are unreal, which is why she's going to be hard to lock down on such short notice.
But we have to try, right?
Right.
Well, wait, whoa, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I thought it was resolved, but I just realized it wasn't. If this thing is like, okay, so they want to do it like while the things are still in bloom right now, but they also established that it's seasonal. So can't they just wait to do this next season and give you an extra year to prepare?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would be smart.
Because like G4 is notorious for operating on an accelerated schedule, but even G4 had like the implication of a longer period of planning. Like I remember in season 5, the episode, the main attraction. I mean, it's unclear how much time they were given to prepare, but we enter in that episode in the latter half of the preparations.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're giving you have to do this in like a week when you could give yourself like a year to prepare and make it better.
Right. And,
I guess,
and make it to the point where if you're trying to book acts, you're not going to piss them off or stress them out. Like, wait, I only have a week to prepare for this brand new show.
Yeah, no one's going to come.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, you're only giving us a week. I have a very, and especially if you have like Ruby Jubilee and that Pegasus band, if they're as big as you say, chances are they're booked out for a year in advance already.
At least.
Yeah.
An incredible Earth Pony or Unicorn band to round out the lineup. Any ideas? I know. We could get Dreamland. No way.
There's
Dreamland?
this really famous Earth Pony trio that I loved when I was younger. They practically invented the genre.
No, come on.
I mean, I guess it's a fine reference, but no.
It's supposed to be an 80s band too.
That's actually, I kind of like that.
I mean, it's clever, but I would prefer it more in a different show.
Yeah.
Also,
Onyx is right. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Also, like silly joke, but they want this band specifically because they're an Earth Pony band.
No, I think
they wanted to like.
No. She just brought up they're an Earth Pony trio. She probably just likes them.
Pip wants it to be an Earth Pony band because they want all three tribes to be
represented.
I didn't catch that. My bad.
Yeah. My point being, they're literally they're basically a diversity hire.
Oh fuck! Oh god. I hate that I can't argue that. You're 100% right.
You're also gonna hate how they're gonna try to get that band.
Oh no. Let's just see.
God.
Yeah.
Moons. How would we find them?
I have a connection. I know ponies. Actually, my grandma Figgy does. She used to bake for the lead singer, Minty.
just so happens to know them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate that shit so much. It's like in
Yep.
Terminator Dark Fate, where like most of the plot is based on, oh, I know a guy who can help us. It happens like 3 times in that movie, and it pissed me off.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a lady who knows a guy who babysit a dog whose owner is a guy who knows a guy who fucked the Kool-Aid man. That's how I know him.
I mean, come on, that only worked in SpongeBob, where I knew this guy, knew this guy who was attacked by a sea bear.
Specifically making it fun. They were specifically making fun of it.
I know, that's why it worked.
Yeah. You know there's going to be some faggot out there. Great, I'm going to have to censor that. You know there's some faggot out there that's going to bring up, but they introduced the granny to do this. Bullshit. It's
still contrived. Like, oh,
yeah.
this
just takes the problem back a step.
Yeah, but it's like this famous supergroup that no one has heard of in moons. Oh, my grandma just so happened to bake cookies for them when they were starting out. Fuck off.
Yeah.
This is all coming together like perfection. Rocky and Jazz.
Yeah, it's almost like it's contrived.
You go get electric.
God, you look cheap at that angle.
Find those dreamlands.
Why is it Pip in particular that looks cheap compared to the rest, though?
I don't know. There's just something about
Yeah,
her model that looks cheap.
Maybe it's the hairstyle. I don't know.
I think it's like the hair and the wings.
This could be just me, but like with Izzy's hairstyle, I think it still looks good.
Yeah.
I thought it was mostly just that angle, honestly.
What? Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
The previous angle where it was like down at a diagonal made the whole thing look really cheap.
No, it's not about Pip.
I meant the whole thing. I mean, she looked the worst because she was center frame, but the whole shot looked bad.
Oh, I just meant in general. For Izzy, in my opinion, like her mane looks fine still, but some about Pip. But anyway.
Now that I'm looking at her mane, I'm vaguely reminded of Tact, actually. The swirls remind me of the one Dream level.
I can see that.
You don't need to go detective mode for this shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are you sneaking?
That's just gonna make her not trust you.
It makes everyone around you more suspicious.
Wait a minute, no, this actually makes her. This makes her look like a stalker.
What's this crazy bit doing?
Like seriously, musicians fucking have those.
Yeah. Especially now.
Actually, that's why I wanted to talk to you. But it's top secret. Can we get out of here?
Why is it a secret? Can you just walk up to them, ask them, and tell them, "Hey, do you want to perform at this concert?"
Yeah, especially since they're trying to spread this around too. Of hey, there's only 1 week until you want as many people talking about this as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if you want to be like more, or if you want to be like more courteous, like, hey, I have a business opportunity I'd like to discuss with you. Can I buy you dinner or whatever? Just if you need to butter them, if you want to like butter them up first before you ask them, then do that. Or if you want to go to direct opposing, just like there are many ways of doing this. You don't need to say it's top secret.
Yeah.
A thought occurs to me, though, the fact that the electric blue one actually works just because they can pull rank effectively. This one I'm less mad at as far as getting them on short notice.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Hey guys, let's go.
Why aren't you flying?
Oh, you cannot be fucking serious.
No.
What?
No.
What I missed?
That doesn't work. Fuck off.
No. Yeah, that's a take it. Onyx, look.
They fall for this. They are very distinct.
I thought you were talking about the statue itself.
No.
The statue is fine. It's the idiots pretending to be statues.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
What the hell is it?
Hey, up here!
Why didn't you just follow her?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? This was pointless.
My head hurts.
I like that purple bitch.
Find you guys because she wants to invite you. We want to invite you to play at...
Okay. Again, you didn't need to say that this was top secret. Just say, hey, I'd like to discuss something with you in private or over dinner or something. I just say you have a business opportunity you'd like to discuss with them. You didn't need to be like all covert and sneaky about it.
Yeah.
No.
But again, they gotta force this whole, oh, she's sneaky, she's a detective, she's clever. No, this is not necessary.
Ironically, they know nothing of the value of disguise.
Yeah.
And you'll be the headliners.
Oh shit! No.
Yeah. Okay, you already see where the conflict's going.
God
Oh
damn
no!
it. And I know it's gonna suck too.
Yep.
Lead with that.
Why would you do that?
I could have easily thought of another.
Why does that convince you?
I could have easily thought of it.
First of all,
I could have easily. What do you mean? It's because they think they're going to be the top. They're like, oh, we're going to be the best or whatever.
The best for last.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll play devil's advocate a little bit and say I can kind of see like someone like Rainbow Dash pulling that kind of move, but that's because Rainbow Dash is impulsive and not like a master of like buttering people up. She. But this is in such conflict with how they're like trying to portray Zip.
Yeah, I feel like Zip could like easily lie about not lie. I thought she could easily like ham it up. Personally, yeah. I mean, how hard could it? I just don't understand how hard that was. It's like, so we got a festival like the floral has a magical glow. We're bringing all the tribes together, and we believe you are the best that Pegasi can offer for our music festival. How hard is that? Come on, man.
If they're trying to run with the idea that she's bad she's bad like as a business pony, like actually like selling people on like an opportunity. I mean, that's fine. Just don't. But I just don't understand why you needed to rely on this to be the conflict, as opposed to her being bad at convincing people to go down a business strategy road place.
I have a slight problem with that, just because if she's supposed to be a detective, she's supposed to be good at like interrogating people, which requires people skills, which are the same skills that factor into something like this.
I was trying to say something like that, but Onyx, frankly, worded it better.
I was thinking that too.
That might depend on the type of people skills that you have, because with a business opportunity, it's a question of I need to I need you to invest your time or money, whatever the case may be, into this thing, and I need to convince you that this is a good idea. With an interrogation, it's I need like to get information from you. I feel like those are slightly different types of conversations, and I can see like her being good in one area. Actually, now that I think about it, she's not very good at interrogation either. Because remember how she like blew up at what's her name?
Well, that's
in that one episode with the lantern.
Well, that's why
Misty.
That's why we were criticizing and like thinking of like more of a better what ifs, especially me and Onyx. Like that's why we're kind of bitching about it.
Well, that, and I don't know. I'm not so sure about this different types of people skills thing, but that might be because I'm retarded.
Don't say that.
I don't know. I'm just not convinced that if one person is good at interrogating someone, they're not necessarily going to be good at convincing them to go on. Because with interrogation, there is a slight degree of intimidation and antagonism in that sort of interaction with a person inherently, as opposed to a business opportunity where you're trying to get them to play along with you.
I mean, yes and no. Usually that's the case, but there are exceptions. For instance, historically, there was a Nazi interrogator who was very successful, and his whole tactic was just being nice to people.
Oh yeah,
like
but it was
for walks and dinner and whatnot.
I get that, but the I do know who you're talking about, but the difference is like those interactions were like for the purposes of like getting them like little bits of information. His whole methodology was, oh, you gave me something, but you don't even realize that you gave it to me. You gave me like a tiny piece of information that you didn't even realize.
I can't believe we're about to meet Ruby Jubilee. This is our big chance to work with the newest, most talented chart topper. Do I look okay?
You're
No.
sparklish.
Wait, is this supposed to is
Did you catch that? It sounded like she said, when you pause it, it sounded like she was about to say, you're so full of shit.
She said your sparkle is something. Honestly, it looks like she's between
it's how it sounded though at first.
Yep, between the tone and the way it's paused, it looks like she's about to like have an intimate moment and kiss her.
Oh god.
Okay,
so I left.
Is this still the same day?
Oh god, probably is.
How did they get to Zephyr Heights in an hour? It took them a day and a half in the fucking movie.
Oh god. Magic.
I hate this shit.
I'll be pissed off if they said that.
Maybe we can help her.
My thoughts exactly.
No, I know what they're
There we
doing.
go.
This is contrived. Again, just have her say, there's not enough time for me to do this in my schedule with such short notice.
Yeah.
But then that would be a conflict that they don't know how to resolve. And then they don't want the kids to think that they can't have whatever they want whenever they want it just because they want it.
Right.
Frankly, even if she
How the
did,
hell are they supposed to raise them to be mindless consumers?
frankly, even if she did say I don't have time in my schedule, you know they would pull the whole we gotta convince her for the good of the concert or some bullshit. You know they would.
I'd rather see that.
Yeah, I mean that would be more interesting because then you could actually write an interesting interaction between them and that character and trying to
Or
make
even
actually intelligent
them
arguments for why they
and-
should join them.
Not only that, but between them and whatever character, whoever else has her booked.
Actually,
There's a
make
lot of
it even-
interesting ways you can take that.
And make it even more interesting. Say they can't convince her, again, because her schedule is so packed, which would logically make sense. Just have Izzy suggest...
Try to convince the other person to cancel.
Okay. Okay. No. It would be, okay, logically makes sense. She cannot make it. Her schedule is packed. Then you have Izzy just suggest, Pip, why don't you take her spot? That would add more stress to Pip.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
There are a lot of interesting places that can go is the
Like
point.
this, but my friend Izzy and I got your note, and we had to.
What are you
help.
doing in my shit?
Creative block too.
Okay, you know what? The model looks a lot better than the picture did.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going
Just
on?
angled,
You can
but
talk to us.
After the success of my
No,
big
it's not.
single, I've just been putting so
I
much
meant the
pressure on
picture.
myself to top it with a new hit.
Oh.
I need to write this idea down before I forget.
You're
How
already
are you writing?
That, again, look, this conflict is already resolved in like 2 seconds.
Yep. Thanks, show. It's not like the kids need to learn conflict resolution or anything.
Yeah.
You love rubies.
I really do.
And you'll be the
Did she just bribe her with food?
Wow. Okay, now I'm really inspired.
Hmm.
I'll do it.
That's fine.
Okay, hang on. Can we pause? Okay, as rushed as that conflict's resolution was, it was still better than like Zip
Yeah.
lying about it.
I'll agree to
So
that.
I'll give them that.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
That is fair. The one thing I don't like is they are taking this spot consistently. With every decision they make as writers, they go for the worst possible option.
Yeah.
Okay, it could also be the worst option. I would just think they're just taking the laziest option.
Well, it could be that too.
For me,
I
it's
think
both.
this really needed to be an hour-long special.
Well, it is technically, isn't it? Like,
No.
well, it's Netflix, so it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It needs more runtime.
Yeah. No, I get it. You're right. You're right. You're right.
But again, it's like a whole, oh, I have creative block. I can't do anything right now. They show her like one video clip. Oh, my writer's block is completely gone.
I don't think the special needs to be longer. I think they need to I think they need to pick a plot line and stick with it, because like we're on this whole like musical concert plot line, but we still haven't even touched on the thing with like
the Troggles.
there's a monster.
That
the
is
monster in the
also
forest
true.
thing.
They've got two different ideas going on here.
It's really last minute, isn't it?
Probably.
This might be a too many cooks in the kitchen situation.
Right.
Yeah. Do you guys smell that? That's the smell of stew burning. That's what I smell.
Yeah, because I'm reminded of the Best Gift Ever special, because that G4 special had a very like easy to understand conflict, and it had a very very interesting start. Like Twilight stressed out about the holidays like decorating the castle and buying presents for everyone. So to lighten the load, Applejack suggests that they do Secret Santa, and everyone only gets one present for their secret pony, whatever.
Yeah,
and,
we get it.
Yeah, and from there they split off into different plot lines.
Yeah.
I would be very interested to see how G4 would do this story, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's precisely my point. Is that the Best Gift Ever is the good version of this? They have like each of the main characters have their own plot lines that they follow, and they all converge together, and that seems to be what they're trying to do with this, with the concert, but they're not doing it very well.
In the most basic structural sense, yes, you're right. I do kind of see some individual value in how it's dressed up, because writing just is an act of transformation, putting the same structure into different outfits.
Right.
And again, but with the Best Gift Ever too, is not only is it better, but they use it in the exact same amount of runtime that this special is getting.
That is true. And they had twice as many plot lines to handle.
Oh yeah, they do. Shit.
Capitalism is the best gift of all.
God.
You'll find her here,
That's
Piggy?
Oh, yes. This is where Minty comes to do her weekly shop. I run into her all the time.
Whoa, hang on. Pause. I'm sorry, but how is she here?
What do you mean? She like walked, I guess.
Yeah, but they flew to her in the last episode in a plane.
Are you talking about like the amount of time?
The amount of time.
Okay,
the amount of because this is supposed to be the same day, isn't it?
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was. That's what
At
left
the absolute most.
earlier.
Yeah, that's why I raged about earlier, because with Zephyr Heights is even more egregious.
Jesus.
I mean, well, actually, now that I think about it, I suppose they could have taken the plane to Zephyr Heights, but that just makes me wonder, like, how the old lady got there, because like they only have one plane, as far as we know. Do they have more?
I mean, if you want to really break it down, they could have used the plan, and they have a whole week, so this could technically be different days. It is very, very poorly exposited, and I am fixing the writer's work for them, but technically you could make this work with more showing.
They just take the fucking magic bus, pick her ass up, take her down.
Well, I feel like she might be close enough to walk it in a week.
Yeah. Maybe. Probably, but...
Actually, that would make sense if she was living like relatively close to town.
She would have to be, because where's she getting food and shit?
Yeah.
I always figured she was more just like on the outskirts, a few miles away.
That's kind of what I thought.
Which is a long walk, but say by car, hypothetically, that would be half an hour.
Right. If they say it's a day, I'm gonna be pissed.
After all, coincidentally, it's the anniversary of your very first hit single.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What a fucking coincidence!
Okay.
This whole plot line is built on fucking toothpick and bubblegum.
Actually, now that when you think about it, there's literally no point in adding that, at all.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, at most you could say that they are using it as an argument for why that particular band should come to their concert, but even allowing for that, it is remarkably contrived that it just happens to be their anniversary, and you
it was
cut
stupid,
that.
And you could cut it.
Yeah, you could cut it completely and miss nothing.
And also, why is she still dressed like she is on the album cover?
I don't know.
She looks like she's about to jog.
Yeah, that was a look in the 80s.
Is there a key lime pie in the deal?
Already baked it.
Are you fucking serious?
Okay then.
Wow, that was
I guess
easy.
We'll do it.
There must be some good pie.
Decided some little stage for old timers while the flashy new acts play the main stage. We have to make a splash if we're making a comeback.
You know what? I have.
She is very large.
The Dreamland
Yeah.
will be the headliners.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really is.
Okay,
She's
so
a stout
again,
woman.
the conflict is too obvious. All the accents to the headliners.
Yep.
You could have written your way around that with at least this group, just because instead of doing that, just have her, the lead singer. I don't care what her name is, but just have her say, "Well, Figgy, you supported us growing up, and kept baking us food. Like, I'll do it just for you. There, you don't even have to do the headline thing."
Mm-hmm.
Like, did the Ruby one even? Did they even tell the Ruby one that she was going to be the headline though?
Yes.
Okay.
All three.
Okay.
Are gonna be the
Why? Well, we all groaned about it. You did too.
I thought we were talking about the no. That was the blue one.
Wait, was it?
No, they did
All
both.
three think they're going to be the headliner. That's the
Okay,
conflict.
I guess I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. I think what I missed was the one where they told the red one that
Because she was still iffy on it. They threw that in to get her to agree.
To be fair, just
okay.
fucking me over, so I'm missing some things.
Yep.
I love how we can't remember any of their names. We just call them the blue one, the red one, and the green one.
Well, I remember Ruby because I like gems. Like why I like Onyx's name. Well,
I hate this one the least, just because it feels the least contrived, if that makes sense. It's absolutely contrived, but it
yes.
They actually convinced her legitimately. They didn't just show up and magic the solution out their ass. The only contrivance is in getting them in the same place.
Yeah. Good.
Everybody get ready! The music is coming to town! The music festival, that is.
You really think these should have been the first ponies you told?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I thought they kind of did, but I guess not.
Didn't you have to get some kind of permit and whatnot for this?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, surely you have to rent the place out first before you actually go out and hire the bands.
Not only that,
surely there's paperwork to it.
Not only that, these ponies believe in the Troggles or whatnot. How much convincing is it going to take for them to allow you to do this? What if they don't, and you blew all that time getting the axe first instead of thinking, oh, maybe we should ask the people who live here if this is okay?
Yeah.
It's called Witnessed. Now it will have a soundtrack.
Well, this is a very bad idea.
My sympathies kicking off again.
Is it just me, or do these unicorns?
I'm surprised they ran away instead of went out of their way to stop them.
They are definitely freaked out about.
If anything, there is another more interesting conflict.
Oh yeah. Kill him!
Yeah, and again, if they're that scared, I feel like Izzy wouldn't have backed down as quickly as she did.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right.
Oh, are there any amazing local Bridlewood musicians who would love to perform at the show?
Where are my atheist unicorns at?
Onyx, Dapple, you two would be perfect additions to the lineup. What do you say?
Yeah, Onyx.
No.
Oh, that's okay. You still have time to mull it over.
We don't need time.
You don't?
Because we unicorns know better. You should never sing during a Luma Bloom because of the Troggles.
Wait, really?
Oh, this shit.
You literally just said you shouldn't sing during the Luma Bloom, and you go into a song.
And also,
But Happy, it's
Izzy
not,
already did
it's
this
not
earlier.
singing, it's slam poetry.
I don't care. That's close enough. God.
I mean,
It is. I'm just being stupid.
Okay,
This is
and
not diabetic.
to us, it's been a while because we've been pausing, but it's literally been only like 10 minutes in this special from when Izzy did it. So you're less than 10 minutes later, you're doing the same poem again.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're like reading off the poem while you have music playing, presumably diegetically within the universe. How is that not a song? How are you not singing?
Step hoof on a twig. Troggles appear, steal what's to be. No cure to be found, past the red ruby.
Okay, I give up. What are these troggle thingies?
Legend.
You should have listened to
Why
your
did
friend,
you ask
Oh
them
my
that?
god.
Why did you not? What?
Oh my god, that stallion's face matches Triggers.
Yep.
Especially
It matches
when
all of ours.
Lizzie read off or recited the poem earlier too.
That's what I'm saying.
It matches all of our faces.
Like Pip cut her off.
I know,
which was
that's-
also incredibly
I
dumb.
know. Why do you think I was saying? You should have listened to your friend, bitch. Like,
Yep. Because she should have.
yeah. Good.
The Troggles are mystical spirit monsters.
They only come out during the bloom.
Looks like an anime
They
bit.
steal things from you if you make any noise.
But they can only work their spirit magic at night. So beware of singing, or you'll be cursed.
Wait,
Bing bong.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Is
Hang
it now
on.
just noise in general? Because that sounds like
That's
they
what he
changed
said.
It.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he said if you make any
Yeah.
noise, they come and get you. So beware any music. Why music specifically? I'm so confused. Is it sound in general or is it specifically music?
Yeah.
Pick one.
This did not need changing.
Definitely too many cooks.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Oh,
You guys are making plenty of noise.
Oh, but don't worry.
Let's not-
Don't worry, Happy. They said specifically at night, so they could just do this.
Is that why they were able to sing the poem earlier?
Yep.
And not okay.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I hate that kind of weird shit. Like, oh, don't you see? We did prepare for that. I hate that shit.
I mean, it seems counterproductive. It just seems counterproductive that you would like have a song to remember that if it's specifically singing
I
that
agree.
attracts them.
I agree.
come to the Bridlewoodstock Music Festival, and I, Princess Pip, guarantee you the greatest sights your eyes
You didn't
have
get the
ever
okay.
You
seen.
literally
will ever hear.
you were literally just given a very specific reason why you shouldn't go through with this concert, and you are still going through with this concert.
I mean, I believe she's dumb enough to.
Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
I believe she's dumb enough to do that. What I don't believe is that they would let her.
We saw those unicorns being pussies.
Yeah. Well, they're
fair,
hippies. They're
but-
all talk.
No, I get you, Onyx. It's stupid. I get you.
Yeah, it's all stupid.
Yeah.
How'd you get on a talk show this fast?
She's a princess.
God, kill me.
It's called the Luma Bloom, and we'll have the hottest musical acts in the industry: the Dreamlands, Electric Blue, and Ruby Jubilee. That's Bridlewoodstock Music Festival, okay? In Bridlewood. Be there or
Okay, nitpick. So forgive me, but
Uh-huh.
the Dreamlands can't be the hottest if the lead singer asked
Yep.
if anybody cares about them anymore. You
Yeah,
should have said
correct.
a comeback tour.
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Just be there. Looking great, every pony.
What? The unicorns are helping them build this, even though they think
Why?
this shouldn't go on.
Because
God,
the show
no,
is
it's-
stupid, and they think no one will pay attention. That is why
We're
we're
watching-
here. We are the judges of their sins.
Onyx just sounds like she's about to shoot herself. Like she's just licking the gun, the barrel of the gun. She's just debating it.
We have like there's like two different versions of this one episode playing out at the same time.
How do you
Yeah.
do that?
We're
Well,
stuck.
clearly you have to smoke whatever the hell these writers were.
Don't you see? We have the interdimensional cable for Rick and Morty, and one of us is being an asshole and channel flipping between the two different versions of the special without us
Well,
knowing.
well, the obvious suspect for that is going to be Lefty because he's the one that's actually playing the episode.
Lefty, why are you doing this to us? Anyway,
Take 5.
It wasn't as bad as he remembered. He had to do this so that he didn't look like an idiot.
Just so you guys know, Chapter 4 gets even worse than this.
I'm
And
sure.
Chapter 5
I'm
is
just
gonna be
being funny.
Chapter 5 is you were. And Chapter 5 is gonna piss you off more.
I don't believe you. Chapter 4 was so bad.
I'm not kidding, dude.
Was all this on the RV, or did they add it themselves?
Yeah, they added that shit.
Magic.
Probably for the toys.
The answer is magic.
And toy sale.
Okay, is that a radio state? Is that a radio or
It
a
is.
clock?
It's a radio.
Shittiest radio I've ever seen.
Okay, that marshmallow was not toasted enough.
No.
You like them burnt.
Yeah, they need to be gooey. That's when they're good.
I like them gooey. I don't like the outer bit burnt. I like the outside gooey too.
Yes, yeah. Me too.
Oh my god. Izzy, tell her.
So much raid only happening at night.
Yeah, I was gonna say you specifically said they came out at night.
Tell me.
What's wrong now? Did one of the bands back out? No, nothing like that. It's just, are you absolutely...
Wait a minute. I just realized none of them have told each other that they promised the acts that they'd be the headliner.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Idiot plot.
Absolutely sure
God damn
we should
it.
be having the festival here?
Why wouldn't we? It's literally gorgeous.
But
Is it because she said literally happy?
No, it's because she was specifically given. She was
Okay.
specifically told why she shouldn't have a concert here multiple times, and now she's asking this question.
I literally can't even.
Okay.
I do
Happy,
believe she's stupid enough. I just wish
Yes.
someone would fucking stop her.
But Happy,
Yeah.
what would your counter argument be if someone tried to argue with you that, oh, this is just the show trying to illustrate a flaw with Pip?
Kill yourself.
I would argue that there is a very big difference between having a clear character flaw and a character being stupid for the sake of stupid or for the sake of the plot.
Because I know someone will probably try to argue, oh, this is just showing she's a flawed character.
Well, there's that, and then there's the thing that she can still want to do this and just not be allowed to, and that would showcase the flaw just as effectively without being stupid.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, we should be
I cannot let that go.
Well,
Why wouldn't we? It's literally
I mean, you're right.
gorgeous.
But you heard what Onyx said earlier about the legend, right?
The Troggles? Why?
You were there.
You would. And
No,
you even.
It's not. I don't think it's that she forgot. It's just she's delaying this shit, and for some reason she's lying to them. It's making her panic even more. Because, albeit shittily, there's another not special episode where they showed like she gets like, how do I say it? I hate that this is kind of a recycled from Pinky too. Like, what is it? Anxiety or low confidence thing, and it stresses herself out. They only did it once, and it was not that good, but it still happened. So I don't think it's that she forgot. It's just make her even more paranoid because she's just keeping it to herself for some reason. It's just
It's
make her
weird
think-
that she's switching from paranoid to calm so quickly.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
my issue with it.
That's a bipolar.
Oh,
thing.
the costumes they wear is going to make you throw up, by the way.
The breeze candle.
Should we do something to stop all this?
He's going after the marshmallows. Stop turning shit into living creatures.
Why are they all butterflies too?
Yeah, I was complimenting you too. Like, oh, this is cute. He's just going after the marshmallows. No, you gotta do that
Ruining
shit.
the ecosystem.
And we worked so hard to get the bands
Look
to
how
agree to
quick.
play. Oh, which reminds me, I have to go. Minty invited me to watch the Dreamlands dress rehearsal back home, and
You're gonna. Oh my god.
On
What?
dirt too.
No, stop. You've already established all these.
Okay, yeah.
all
this
these
is
cities are too far away to do this without taking the fucking flying RV.
Why else is the RV here?
Speaking of the flying RV, is anyone else seeing the cap area place where like gasoline is supposed to go in?
Yep, I agree. The wheel looks too short to actually finish a full revolution.
No.
Like
I mean above
oblong
that. There's like a square. There's like a
Oh,
square
I see.
section of the body. Yeah, because that implies that where you're that's clearly where the gas cap is. Like you take that off, you take off the gas cap.
I thought
and
it
you
was
stick
just
the
powered by
gasoline in.
magic.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going with this, because that implies that this thing does run on like some form of fossil fuel. So does this universe have fossil fuels? I mean, I suppose it would.
It's probably just some like, it's probably just like, how do I say it? Probably some absent-minded addition because they're so used to seeing a bus or an RV or whatever, they just slap it on. Kind of like how in that one let me finish. Kind of like how in that one episode of MLP where there's all that food, and clearly out of habit, there's a sandwich. Okay, let's put bologna in it, even though that doesn't make sense either. It's like some absent-minded thought you just add in because you're so used to seeing a particular shape that you're not putting any logic into it.
I suppose it would make sense that they would have like some form of fossil fuel because like they've lived without magic for 1,000 years, but it's just this particular bus doesn't need it. So why is it there?
Also, I'd like to point out, since we weren't talking about that before, that wheel is too small for that well.
It looks like an oval.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It should not fit in that cap.
I don't really want to ruin Pip's festival, but are you still feeling uneasy about those strange unicorn warnings, too?
Actually, yes.
You know what I think this calls for?
No.
An investigation?
Please, no.
No.
You
Please,
don't
no.
need to investigate this. Just ask the unicorns as a normal person.
She's about to go.
Or just, are you okay? Is she about to go out looking in the forest for these things?
I don't know. But again, just go ask like a normal person. Ask the other unicorns. Like, do you know? Have you seen any of these things? Actually,
at least hell, see if they have a library and look it up too, or some shit.
Yeah.
Because the reason I ask is because it almost feels like they've like forgotten that they've mixed up characters. Like instead of Izzy, or rather, it feels like Izzy should be the one pushing or investigating this kind of thing, or if they really want to like keep like pushing the idea that Zip is a detective, like have like Izzy. Have like Zip like speak with Izzy directly, and then Izzy helps Zip with her research / investigation with this thing.
Right.
Like have them do that while the other characters go off and invite the other band members to this thing and whatnot.
Yep.
Yes.
You just have to do what you do best, and you're gonna rock that stage.
Rock off.
No.
Kill me.
Shouldn't they be freaking out about what their cutie marks are doing?
Yeah.
Yes. End me. Take a rocket launcher.
It's one thing
Stuff it up my ass and pull the trigger.
Never mind.
Sorry, what were you saying, Fable?
No. I thought I had a thought, but no, it's fine. Good.
What can you tell us about Troggles? Troggles? Where?
Just approach us like regular people, for the love of fucking God.
He's so pissed.
Yes, I am. I am sick and tired of them shoving this one quirk down our throats for Zip.
Well, it's all they have. She has no personality.
None of them do.
About the truck.
Yeah, but I don't want to say it.
What?
Wait.
Yeah, I mean like.
Wait a minute.
Are they suggesting that people are afraid to say the poem now or provide any additional information?
Yes.
Don't tell me none of them actually knows what they look like.
They do, because their looks were described in the poem itself.
No, I mean like more detailed to the point where it's like gotten like too obscure.
But also, if now you're going to the point of, what was it? If you go to the point that all of them are so afraid they can't even talk about it, why are they still allowing the concert to go on?
Yeah.
If anything, the fact that the concert is still going on would surely motivate them to talk about it so they could explain why the concert shouldn't go on.
Yes.
Clearly, these weird foreigner ponies don't understand. This whole magic combine the tribes thing was a mistake. Why is that not their
gotta
thought
stuff all the
process?
magic in the crystals again and have and separate all the races.
Yep.
We gotta put patches on them too.
Back to the ethno-nationalism.
We gotta put patches on them.
Oh.
This nigga looks high.
What is a troggle anyway, you know?
He is.
He is definitely high.
When you think about it, what is anything?
Oh my god.
I think I've come to a conclusion.
Everything
Well,
exists to frustrate me.
I can't tell if these monster spirit
That's
things are
not
real
how
or just another piece
conclusions
of
work.
Well, you really expect her to know?
They're doing the detective equivalent of technobabble.
Ooh, yeah, I never thought of it that way. That's a good point.
I like that.
Unicorn lore. Me neither.
I
But I think we need to talk to Pip again before it's too late.
Again, Izzy should be
look
part
how
of this.
ugly she looks.
Oh god!
How did you do that with your wings?
Just painted them, I guess.
It looks gross.
It does.
Why does her hair look like a combination of starlights and twilights?
They probably took one of those eyedropper tools.
It's like a rainbow threw up on her.
I want to see her face.
And then she got caked with a glitter cannon.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
She looks like a streetwalker.
Too much. She looks like she's trying to do drag. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That's a rather apt description.
And here comes the hate.
Have you seen the main stage yet? Come look first.
They really do not know how to do makeup for these characters. Like,
There's still a unicorn helping them. Even though they're
Wait a
all
minute.
so...
Isn't that-
Sorry.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
They're all so afraid of... They can't even say the word troggles anymore, but they're still helping them build the fucking stage.
Also, I just realized that stage is so huge. I was under the impression that the whole reason that they wanted to do a concert here was because of the flowers and the shiny crystals and shit.
Blocking
Yeah, the walls are in the way. The concert is
God.
The stage is so big you can't even see them.
I didn't think there was going to be a stage. I thought they were going to let nature be the center for scenery.
I mean, I expected them to put something up, but not something so goddamn big that you can't even see the whole point of having the concert here.
Yeah. This would just get in the way.
Love the rubies. I had them locally harvested from Bridlewood.
You had a chance to actually do canon right, and you didn't.
That's what
do
I
it.
thought. I thought he was going to take a bite and he was
Yeah.
going to be like, ooh.
I'm so fucking angry.
Am I the only one who's worried about all this troggle stuff?
No, you're not.
Oh
The
my
unicorns
God.
are.
Have you
Izzy
considered talking
literally
to
told
Izzy?
you not to do the concert here, and literally all of the unicorns around you have said not to do it, and the whole reason you were talking to the unicorns is because they told you not to do it. Fuck
why
you
is he-
up the ass with a red hot poker.
And also,
Why aren't-
Hitch is worried about it too, so you're not the only one, you stupid bitch.
Why aren't they talking to Izzy?
Because that
Like
would
she
make
is
sense.
the unicorn of the friend group.
Yeah, and she would be most likely to actually help them and provide additional details for these
Well,
things.
yeah, actually,
Yep.
they should have gone to Izzy after they couldn't get a straight answer out of any of the other unicorns, and then take Izzy
You could have
to
gone to
Pip.
her first
Yeah,
because she
that was
actually
my
talked
point.
to them.
Yeah, that was my point. Go to
Even
Izzy
before the
first.
townspeople.
Well, yeah. But then you take Izzy to emphasize your point of this is a bad idea.
Yep.
Look, there are even unicorns.
Or even have Pip say something like, has Izzy
Oh
been talking
my
to you?
God.
They're going to point it out. Oh my God. They're actually going to
Wait,
point this out.
And hang on, aren't those the
I
same
need-
unicorns that specifically told them not to do it?
Wait,
like
well,
Onyx
let's
and what's
see.
his name?
Let's see.
There's
Let's see.
kind of a snack
It is,
that
they
we
have
wanted
5
to
bottles.
discuss. Look, there are even unicorns on board with the festival now.
Are you fucking kidding?
Listing
I'm
out
pretty
your
sure those are the
problems
same ones.
does not make them go away.
That's not Onyx. No, Onyx didn't have pink in her hair. And I think he was a slightly different color.
But
and the other guy had a Jufro, and he was green.
Still, you gotta ask them, why are you three braving this?
Yeah.
It's got the same hat. They took the same model and made some minor tweaks.
I can see why we'd be confused.
Yeah, but the show always recycles models. So.
Yep. Like pointing out your problems does not make them go away.
Yeah.
Were I not sick, I would scream it.
You are just trying to dig up trouble where there isn't any.
No, you agree with her. What are you doing?
What the fuck?
And again, it's like they took Izzy and Zip, and it's like they took what Izzy was concerned about and surgically implanted it onto Zip.
Like, okay, I'm sorry. If I'm somewhere else, like in another country or even another city, and I see the local population is scared of something, even if it's superstitious, I'm probably going to do as the Romans do. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be skeptical
I was
of
just
this.
going to say that. Do as the Romans do.
You're right. Maybe sometimes there just isn't any mystery to solve.
No.
What?
You cannot do
like,
that.
Okay, I feel like that is okay. As little character as Zip has in this show, I feel like that is extremely out of character. There was no way she would say something like that.
No, she thinks everything is suspicious.
Fucking character. Yeah, that is her only character at this point. God damn it.
Fable, are you okay? You haven't said anything.
I was just kind of taking it in, and I was kind of letting you guys talk. I agreed with all of you, and I really had nothing else to say because you guys pretty much nailed it. So I had nothing to say.
You're welcome.
Well, you've been on a roll, so
I'm gonna try and have fun tomorrow. Lean into the whole.
That's every day for me.
For my sister.
No.
Me too.
Take a bite.
No! Have him eat it! Come on! I mean, okay, yes, he only has the one tooth, but at least still have him try to take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Have him, like, suckle on it.
Yes! Okay, yeah, like a lollipop.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry.
So, we're just gonna skip to the next night. Okay.
Come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so far, so far I can count at least 2 unicorns in this crowd. Because there's yeah, I'm gonna make a point of counting the unicorns that showed up. Okay, 1, 2.
Let's just see.
I think that's the third one. It's kind okay. Okay, here, yeah. Let's go.
God damn it.
All those were all unicorns. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that's at least 6.
Welcome to Bridlewoodstock, every pony.
This is
Yay, half a dozen people showed up.
okay, right?
That's an old bitch.
You just flip-flopped again! Oh my god! Pick a lane! Are they worried about this, or are they just thinking they're overthinking it?
My head hurts. It hurts too much. I can't process anymore.
No. Don't hurt
I
yourself.
could be filing taxes. I could be
No,
be like
you have
finishing
to
my
do
project. I could be playing Baldur's Gate. I could be doing literally anything other than this.
I have been changing my profile pic.
Do you guys want to know something that'll make you feel dread?
Is she bleeding?
No.
What?
There's still over 20 minutes left.
God damn.
Okay.
Why the
If we
fuck
got
was
20,
the first half so rushed?
Well, I'm impressed. This place looks awesome.
It looks just like a fucking small fair.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, the crystals,
Alright,
but
I'll
still.
admit it,
Where are
I'm a
the
little
sparkly
excited.
flowers?
And I can't wait to see Electric
They're right
Blue
there.
behind the
See?
show.
In the background.
I thought the Dreamlands were headlining.
I feel like they
the show.
should be
Yep.
around the ground.
Here we go. The
Oh,
next
oh.
conflict that you think they all would have told each other right away when they got back.
I was gonna say like oh, we're bringing that in now.
Yes, minutes before the show starts.
God damn it.
You would have thought by now Pip would have laid all the like.
Are they
the
gonna
schedule
do
out.
that? Are they setting up a song where they all sing?
I believe so.
Hey, look, there's Izzy's booth.
Rocket launcher up my ass. Pull trigger.
Oh God, she looks ugly.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is so busy.
Oh wow!
This is when like
Busy
the
Izzy.
3D animation just does not bode
Yep.
well.
She looks like she needs a shower.
Well, she is a hippie.
You just get rid of the
That
get
was
rid
the
of
joke,
the
yes.
Oh, sorry.
get rid of the dyed hair and remove the glasses, and she would be fine. But like
They have
because
to put more colors and sparklies into it because otherwise the kids might not have
jangling keys,
Yeah.
keys.
Clink, 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 clink. Because this show just exists so parents can raise kids with their tablets. Let's not lie about it.
Yeah.
Why have you not just... You know what? Fuck it. I give up.
No. You're my co-host.
Wait, what did you just say, Izzy?
You know she's stressed about it. You spoke to her about it.
Was it specifically that she described it as being jinxy? She's done that before in front of you, I believe.
That's what he's saying.
I am feeling jinxy.
Hitch, quit staring at her.
Remember when that was funny in the movie?
Yeah.
How did you just...
Wait, there's more.
Wait, how? No.
I thought Sid didn't like makeovers.
Why? What is the point of this? I don't understand.
Oh my god!
Why does she have a...
My eyes!
Why does she have a flea collar under poof?
Oh my...
Oh, happy. I know what to say.
That's not a flea collar.
It clashes with all the rest of it.
I
Wait, are you talking about a spike thing? Because that's not really a flea collar to begin with. They don't come in spikes. That's just a generic like gothic and or dog collar. That's
no. I think that's supposed to be like a punk thing because this is a music festival.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Flea collars.
Still though, why does she have that and the rest of the weird fucking?
You're right.
No
it
right.
does clash.
Actually, why does Hitch have a fucking hip hop necklace?
I can guarantee Rarity would kill herself if she saw this.
Yeah.
She would have died already, but yes, this would get her to commit seppuku.
I'm reminded of two things in G4 specifically. The rainbow forms at the end of season 4 and the outfits that they wore at the end of Rainbow Rocks. Both in both cases, those designs were very busy too. But the rainbow forms were very clearly meant to be temporary, like a temporary power up, and not necessarily. And there was like a narrative purpose to it. And with the costumes that they wore at the end of Rainbow Rocks, like the designs were busy, but there was like some degree of like consistency with the design.
They had a coherent theme and idea.
Yes, it was a very busy theme, but it was a coherent theme.
It was coherent design. Yes.
Yeah.
This is not design. This is what a kid would do if they got into your parents' closet.
And they just like with crayons.
Yeah. But yeah, Happy, I know what to say to this, because you said my eyes earlier. Yeah. My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
They kind of look like Sonic OCs.
Oh, I honestly, I think that's an insult to Sonic OCs.
Oh, wait. Look, they put like one of those glow stick things around Sparky's wing. Like the edge of his wing is glowing.
Look at Zip's hair. It kind of looks like someone took a scoop of 3 flavored sherbet.
Yeah, they put banana in her hair.
That's just a raspberry.
Zip hates makeovers, though. Why is she happy about this?
Why would you expect the show to be consistent?
You're right. That was foolish of me.
Thanks.
It's got headphones.
What was that?
You were just you literally just had that a scene where she was confused about what she said.
So Truggle's white now?
Stop
Are they mosquitoes?
flip-flopping. I hate this.
Let's continue.
Jinxie saying nothing to worry about. Probably. Okay, catch you later.
Who's hungry? I'm starving.
You're letting it go again? Why are you keep bringing this up? Why?
Kill me.
Why do you keep bringing it up and then immediately letting it go? I don't understand.
Hitch has 2 brains right now. We just can't see the rat brain with all the fucking flowers and men.
He's not using any brain.
I was making a reference joke, but...
Oh, okay.
Did you just hear that?
Come on, let's get some snacks. Woo!
This seems more like it. Are those fries?
Yeah.
Hey, how come they never had fries in G4? It's just potato, fried potato.
Don't know.
Because logic. We know Twilight would have loved them.
Oh yeah. Taking forever. What are we in line for?
That or onion rings.
Fries with dipping sauces.
Oh yeah. Huh. That does sound pretty delicious.
That's what nuggets are for.
Dipping sauces.
Just say ketchup.
People
Is
do that.
ketchup copyrighted?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's not like a frisbee thing.
Oh.
I mean, it could just be a red colored dipping sauce.
You look amazing, by the way.
No, they don't.
What was the point of them standing in line? What did that add?
Filler.
Yeah, it's literally just filler.
For advertising.
You know, because they...
I mean, it was a rhetorical question.
20 minutes, another 10.
And
you say that, but watch us look at the credits, and there's a spot to buy Orida fries.
I also just realized Hitch dropped it earlier when he said, I thought our group was going to be the headliner. He just dropped that.
Yep.
I'm going to be very upset if there is going to be like a sponsorship for Orida fries, because I like Orida fries. I really don't want them to be associated with this.
Please, movie, let me see a sponsorship by Orida.
But dipping sauces.
Still no point to that.
I don't want to alarm you, but
It's just ketchup.
Like epically
Probably,
bad.
it could
Does
be
this have to
a
do with
dipping
the
sauce.
unicorn
People do
legend?
that with fries too.
We've been worried about that too. And
Stop! No, you haven't. You keep
flip-flopped
flip-flopping on
multiple
whether or
times.
not.
Bullshit.
Sparky.
even if she won't
Why are their
admit it.
glasses staying on their
Didn't want to
faces?
upset you, but you can be sure that Zip and I will do whatever we can to minimize damage and help shut things down before
Yeah, there's
it's
no
too
handle.
late.
What? Why would you do that?
Because of the troggles?
Okay, I have no idea what you two are talking about, but we actually do.
You've been told about them multiple times.
Fucking ADD bitch.
In one ear and out the other, her brain is made of cotton candy.
In music.
No, that's SpongeBob's brain.
Duh!
I
Show is
want,
terrible.
I want to see people defend this. I am fascinated to know what people who think positively about G5.
I went too far the other episode, but I do not understand the taste of anyone who likes this.
Watch Fallon Cortez. I swear to God. And yes, I do.
I want to see people defend this. It'll be fascinating to see
don't have an
the,
issue
like,
with
mental
this.
gymnastics they have. for
If
that.
they like it,
We don't have
that's
a-
fine, and I'm not going to chastise them for it, and I won't try to change their mind. But if they say it's good, that's when it's like, okay, start bringing the arguments for why it's good then.
Yeah, exactly, like what Mahler was saying, and what I wanted to say last
sorry.
night. It's okay if you like a thing, but don't tell me an apple is an orange and expect me to accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to prove it's good, okay, bring me an argument. If you just want to say you like it, that's fine.
Yep.
Subjective and objective are two different things, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much why we started doing the riff.
Even subjectively, I like even from a like purely subjective viewpoint, I'd be so confused about why anyone would like this.
Someone might just find it cute or funny. I don't care about that shit. It's just whatever.
I mean, I agree that it's confusing, but it's not like bad or anything.
So it's like Lefty and I. That's kind of how we.
It is bad though.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of how. That's why Lefty and I started the riff version of Raging Beans because, and some people in the Riff Cafe wouldn't shut up about how it's good. That's what pisses off about it so much.
If they didn't both think they're the headliner! I just don't understand how this mix-up happened!
Bad writing. That's how it happened.
Want to see the
because you don't fucking communicate. That's what happened.
Gee.
Oh, I may have had something to do with
Why are you playing the detective music here?
What the fuck?
Apparently that's
they
her
ran out of
theme,
background
but it
music.
doesn't fit. Okay, so I know when they got back together after trying to talk to all the musical groups, and Zip said, "It's done. I got us Electric Blue, whatever the hell their name is." You would think Pip would ask, "Okay, good. So like, did they have a preference of where they want to go?" Or Zip should have said, "I also promised them they'd be the headliner." Uh-oh. This was just delayed to have a conflict right now.
Yep. The pacing is all over the place.
Oh, yeah. The first, 20 minutes were completely rushed.
Oh, I sweetened the deal by promising some stuff.
Like I said, this is epically bad. What are we gonna do?
We'll just have to tell them the truth about what happened.
Negotiate.
I'm sure they'll understand.
No. You do not tell a musician that they've been demoted from headliner. You just don't. Maybe they can double headline.
Why not?
What?
Because musicians are highly egotistical.
Yes, that's very
Well,
good.
then tell it to them doubly so, because they need to fucking pull a stick out their ass.
That's not how
I mean,
it
to be
works.
fair,
Ego is
though,
not acceptable. It should not be tolerated. It should not be accommodated. It should be beaten down.
Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Down.
What I'm saying is, it's also not the musician's fault if they react like that, though, because this was all last minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was entirely your fault because you shouldn't have promised them something that you couldn't deliver on. I'm honestly on Hitch's side. The adult thing is to admit that you fucked up and try to work it out as best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, negotiate. But you can't do that if you don't tell them.
Yeah, it's totally a negotiating term.
Of other bands to go on first and open for them, like the Dreamlands. Are they here yet? Where's Sunny?
Right here. And your headliners have arrived.
Oh no.
Hey, every pony.
We are really excited to be headlining a show after all this time.
Thank you so much for this. We feel
Get out of my face.
Yes. Oh, there's a meme image for you.
That's Onyx right there. Look at that.
The royal family of Zephyr Heights and
God, they're all so fucking ugly.
Ah!
What? Why is
Look at it, everyone.
What? What'd you say, Fable?
That was it.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, look at it, everyone. Look at it.
Why is Sunny wearing Harry Potter glasses?
It's cute.
Oh, hey, was she wearing them in the last scene?
No. Wait, was she?
Hold on. It would be, I mean, if it's her outfit, fine. She was, but
oh, okay.
Why is that a part of her outfit? I don't get it.
I don't know.
In this scene, it has lens color. No, it doesn't.
Also,
that's
you could use this picture to replace SpongeBob in that one look at it scene.
This is the thumbnail for the Riff. Oh,
look at it.
Izzy looks like a discount Christmas tree.
She does.
Zephyr Heights.
Yo, look at it.
And do let us know if you require anything else. We shall check in on you later.
You're not telling them the problem?
I was just about to say, do you remember how, like, even though the main six were flawed, but they were mature?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, yeah, like Pip said, no, you just don't tell them that, so they fucking kick themselves in the ass as far as resolving the conflict.
Yeah.
Because I'm reminded of the episode with that episode with the play where where it turned out like Celestia couldn't actually act. Yeah, I feel like that's the natural. I feel like that's the natural comparison. But and Twilight didn't tell her that she couldn't act, and she tried to solve the problem another way. But that conflict was that conflict at least made a little bit of sense,
right? But again, Twilight at least tried to get it fixed by hiring acting coaches too, so she wouldn't have to. They actually went about it in an interesting way. But I also found the episode really funny, though.
Yeah, I mean that particular episode isn't my favorite, but it's a conflict that's easier to understand because there's an established history of Twilight like looking up to Celestia and not wanting to like criticize her.
Right.
And it's so the idea that she wouldn't want to criticize her acting is believable, but she obviously isn't stupid. So okay, so she tries to solve the problem another way, and that makes sense. Like what are they actually doing to solve the problem here, though?
They're crying about how they don't have an answer. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Why was she talking like that?
Royals are fancy.
Okay.
You all talk. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I did find that funny.
Before you say anything, I know that I was just acting totally weird in there.
As long as you know.
I just panicked, but it's okay. We will come up with a plan and fast. But for now, all we have to do is keep the band separated until the show. We have time to figure it out.
That's terrible.
No.
Oh my God.
No. Be an adult, admit you fucked up, get them all together, tell them what's wrong, and try to figure this out.
Negotiate.
Like, how old are these characters supposed to be?
I assumed like early to mid 20s in the movie.
I refuse to believe they are any older than 5.
But again, I'm just going to bring it up again. Remember how flawed yet mature the main 6 were?
Thank God Sketchy the Changeling is not watching it. Otherwise, he'd argue about, Pinky was not.
Not to burst any more of your bubbles, but not really.
It is almost dusk.
If you want the full effect of the Luma Bloom, we gotta get started. Plus, the sooner we start the show...
Why are you not concerned about the monster?
She is. She's going into it now, but...
Oh, okay.
She's flip-flopping again.
Jump on the gun.
Actually, I think this is like next level flip-flopping because now she's flip-flopping like while she's in the middle. Yeah, mid-sentence.
That bitch is bipolar, so...
Plus, the sooner we start the show, the less chance of any, unwanted visitors showing up.
Okay.
What?
I'm not going to
let... The Troggles.
No. She said the faster we get started, the less of a chance the Troggle has to like show up.
Right.
How does that work?
They only show up at night, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think what from Izzy's perspective, if they start it as soon as they can and hopefully try to finish before night actually falls, they will avoid the Troggles. I think that's her perspective.
Okay. I'll guess.
She's panicking, and well, not really.
I mean, all you had to do was adjust that line a bit and just say, "Hopefully, we can finish before the moon rises."
May I posit a prediction?
Yes.
I'm somehow betting the Troggle thing is going to resolve itself because it's like, oh, they just want to sing and dance.
Fuck off! I mean, sorry, not personally you. It's just I could see that happening.
I have like a really crazy ass theory.
What?
I'll bet you that the Troggle isn't actually real, and the voice that Izzy heard was like in her mind or something, and then she has like some kind of alternate personality.
Zip heard it too. Zip heard it too.
Zip heard it too?
Yeah.
Well, that maybe. Yeah, but that was like right after she was walking away from Izzy, though, wasn't it?
I think.
Alternate personality.
Because if the Troggle that Izzy heard was like some kind of like alternate personality thing, like maybe it was something that Izzy said while Zip was walking away.
You're fucking with me. Like, there's no way you actually believe this could actually happen, her having an alternate personality.
I wouldn't put it past the show to do something that dumb.
Not that heavy, though.
Not troggies, diva musicians, or the sun setting.
You're sounding pretty.
Diva?
I know. What's even weirder is.
I'm sorry. I keep pausing because I feel like I'm doing that like a lot, especially with this episode. But why would she describe them as divas? Again, this is your fault.
Right.
Yeah, the musicians.
Not. Like, I get why. She's wrong to do it, but it's the stereotype that musicians are egotistical divas.
But it doesn't apply here because the situation is their fault.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And even if it did, you don't accommodate that still.
Right. Absolutely.
And she's Not thinking straight either, hence the wrong usage of words. In its language, it doesn't matter.
So in conclusion, when you really think about it, opening the show is actually way better than going last.
No, you did not.
You skipped over the... Oh, my God.
No,
wait,
that's not what I'm pissed about.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You see that guitar in the background? That is a ponyfied version. That is a ponyfied version of Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein guitar. You are not worthy. You are not worthy to use that fucking guitar.
Oh, wow.
It is. The paint scheme is exactly the same. The only difference is instead of purple, Eddie Van Halen's was red. But that is the exact same stripe pattern.
Oh, wow.
Was that a Def Leppard thing?
No, Eddie Van Halen was the guitarist for the band Van Halen.
Oh.
No, I don't blame you for not knowing that.
So it looks the same, but instead of purple, it was red, but it had the same stripes in the same places and shit?
Yes.
Oh.
They are not... this show is not worthy to reference that guitar.
Is Power Rangers worthy?
We
Yes.
gotta fix this and convince one of the groups to open.
So in conclusion, when you really think about it, opening the show is actually way better than
No.
going last because you'll be the first band in history to rock out to the visuals of the bloom.
All right, you got it.
Hey,
What? What?
Okay, they do, but if that's all it took.
Bull fucking
Yeah,
shit.
What was the point of having that conflict if you're going to resolve it that easily? Oh,
wait a minute.
Wait.
Are
Tell
they-
me. They're all...
Are they going to
I think
convince
we're on the
all of
same-
them to be openers? And then they're
I
going to be
think
right back
that's
at
where
square
they're going
one?
with this. I think that's
No.
where they're going with this. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Kill me.
So you know what I was thinking? Who wants to go last when every pony is too tired to sing and dance
Oh my
along?
God.
Really?
You're
The first
shitting
one
me.
is the perfect place to be is what I always
God.
say.
Wait a minute. Weren't... wait. What was he? Was he in the room with the lightning
No,
bolts or whatever? Okay.
It was Pip, Zip, and Sunny, I believe, for the others.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. But still, like, you're actually going there. Oh, my God.
So they're just going back to square one. Like, what? Why don't you
Wait,
think
why
they
are
would
they-
have? They would have formulated a plan like, okay, we'll convince our group to go first, and you
Yes.
can convince your group to go second.
Also, why is Sunny talking to the blue ones when she got the green ones on board? Why are
Yeah,
they mixing this
that's
up?
definitely confused me.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I keep harping on this, but why didn't you get all of the bands together, explain the situation, that way you could avoid this and actually like fess up to your
Because that would make sense.
Because they have to stretch this thin to fill
And
runtime.
also-
And what's really stupid about that is that the Mint one, like, they were fine just being here. They didn't need to be headliners. Like, they were chill. That's the shit that's fucking getting on my ass, is they probably don't give a shit.
Yeah, because if it was that easy to resolve the conflict, you should have just brought them all together and explained it.
Right. And also, even though, like, there's the stereotype of musicians being egotistical divas, I am positive they would have at least appreciated coming clean and being honest. Oh, we screwed up and didn't communicate.
Yeah.
Certainly that would be better than this. No. Like, if anything, I'm a busy person. Why are you fucking wasting my time? Thank you for not wasting more of it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Princess Pip! I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, Ruby, it's all set. You are the star
I like
of the
her
whole
voice.
night, our magnificent headliner on our stunning Ruby stage.
Actually, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't mind if I go on first instead.
What?
Bruh.
I love to see
Okay.
Why?
I mean, that's an interesting variation of them accidentally convincing them all to go first, but
This makes it worse. If you go with Happy's idea, if you get them all together, she could have just volunteered. And then it's, okay, who's going to go second now?
Yeah.
That just makes it worse.
Also, why the hell is Pip in two of them?
I don't know.
So this shouldn't even be happening at this point.
Well, and why is Izzy not here too? Because she also talked to Ruby with Pip.
Selling her clothes.
oh my God, the episode was actually
No, I wanna hear
self-aware
what
there for a
I want to
moment.
hear what she says. I want to get pissed.
That's the
episode was actually self-aware. It's incredible.
This just keeps on getting worse. Not to point out the obvious or anything, but aren't you a major pop star, a frequent headliner, a singer who loves attention?
You do this
Okay.
before.
Yes.
That still leaves you with the problem of having 3 openers.
Yes.
Oh, right, yes, I am. I suppose I can perform. If every pony insists.
That's surprised you didn't think of that before, though.
Okay, then I'll do it.
The show is safe.
No, it's not. You still have 3 openers.
Maybe.
Isn't opening like the bottom spot anyway?
Oh, openers usually, it's usually the smaller bands will open first. Like,
Right.
for example, when Def Leppard got their break to tour America in the early 80s, they opened for AC/DC. And now,
Right,
years
normally
later,
the-
smaller bands open for them.
Yeah, usually the upstart band opens for the other one. Why do they all want to be openers now? And even if that conflict does arise, shouldn't one of them be happy to take the headline spot then?
Well, remember, the 2 of them didn't want it. They were just easily convinced. The only one who legit wanted it was Ruby.
Right, what I'm saying is the other 2, wouldn't they then be happy to jump back into the headline spot?
One of them should be, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, I get you.
Right, let's get this show started.
Oh, don't tell me this is gonna... I think I know exactly how this is gonna work itself out.
Please give a glowy, warm welcome to our first artist, the one, the only, Ruby Jubilee.
Oh, no.
And then the other 2 bands come on at the same time.
I want to see this. Look at it.
And we're missing something. Why aren't the other bands coming on?
That's exactly what I said.
Okay. What the fuck?
Don't tell me they just forgot about that.
Oh, no.
They had to have.
Oh, wow.
The singer isn't bad, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just more generic pop music.
It is, but she sounds nice.
I mean, as generic pop music go, it's fine.
This makes me want to watch that one episode with Kazuchira.
Well, yeah, Onyx and I are just focused on how pleasing it sounds.
I could see Ray being to this.
Yeah.
Where are the other bands, though?
Oh, no, I'm pissed.
Wait, is that supposed to be Sunny?
Where? Right there.
Yeah, well, no, back up.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're blue balling me, man.
Right there. Is that supposed to be Sunny? Because it looks like she has a sunburn.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Skin's gonna start peeling.
And now she looks fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Why is he always the first one to notice weird magical shit?
Because
he's not stupid. Wait, what?
it steals your voice?
The fuck?
I don't know.
Her mic cut out.
Oh no.
Whoa.
What?
Wow, we're ripping off. We're ripping off the Little Mermaid, are we?
Oh my god, this is kind of group.
I mean, I kind of like. I mean, the concept of a monster that steals your voice is kind of cool.
Actually,
but
Happy, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
The Dementors from Harry Potter.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I kind of get that vibe.
yeah. I mean, it's a little.
It's
I mean,
basically the way it shows their magic sucking something out of them.
Yeah.
Visually,
I mean,
it's very similar.
Yes.
I mean, the concept of like a monster that steals your voice is very interesting. I'm sure there's like some monster like in some culture that has that power, but like it like the way like with the way it's portrayed and the way and the way that it's shown like in the episode, it just seems like a shameless ripoff of the Little Mermaid.
Especially the color of the magic too. Like it's like yellow. It's getting taken.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it also like okay. I might be like sticking my foot in my mouth prematurely, but I also feel like they need to do something besides stealing their voice. Like what do they do with the voices? Like, and what do they do to their victims beyond stealing their voices? Like,
well, let's see.
Yeah.
How the hell are they gonna fix this?
Yeah, oh, I'm gonna be so third.
But the show.
That's what you're worried about
right now.
Let's
I'm sorry, I can't like these characters if they're so selfish like this.
Yeah.
Izzy, we don't have time for poems right
Red
now.
ruby?
The rubies.
Wait,
The
did
fucking
you just say
rubies.
that rubies can defeat the Troggles?
Huh? I guess I did.
Wait,
Fuck's
that
sake.
wasn't your intention?
I gotta go back.
So you were just randomly reciting the poem without actually trying to provide a solution to the problem?
I gotta hear it again.
Yes.
Wait, did you?
She's basically saying it's futile.
Right.
Cure to be found past the red ruby.
Izzy, we don't have time for poems right now. Wait, did you basically just say that rubies can defeat the Troggles?
Huh? I guess I did.
I mean,
how did you
not
figure
really.
that out?
I will say, I like that they've been like having the rubies as props through the whole special.
Yeah.
That line sucked ass, but I like that through line.
Right.
That was good, actually.
This is what irritates me, though. On one hand, they technically do foreshadow in these episodes and specials, but they don't do it right, though.
It's like Zip.
They-
Again, that's why I think I DM'd this to Fables. Like, the reason I can't stand Zip being a detective so much is that the scripts literally just give her the answer.
Yeah.
She's a Mary Sue.
That
I
is
feel like
true.
we've said this before.
This is true. I'm setting aside all the character shit. The actual how we spring this on the audience is executed absolutely god-awfully, but I like the planning and concept.
Right.
I like the build-up.
Wait, what?
What?
Why would it take it then?
Yeah, I'm confused with that too.
Stuck on there. That's because we used extra strength super duper ruby glue.
Why did we do that?
You're the one who put this together.
What'd you expect to do at the stage once the show was over?
Oh, fuck off.
My friends need my help.
I forgot you could do that.
Yep.
Why are you closed on
It destroyed her outfit, too.
That's what I was saying. It's just gone.
Everybody, catch your ruby.
Again, every single time there's somewhat of a conflict, it's always just easily resolved.
Yep.
Yay!
With our powers combined.
So how do they get the voices back that were already stolen?
Oh my god.
Okay, they've just ruined the idea of these. They just ruined the idea of these things being like monsters or any kind of a threat, because those monsters are clearly happy to leave once they get the ruby. There's no malicious intent behind them stealing their voices.
They want to die.
My voice is back.
Of course the voice just goes back.
Yep.
Glad the conflict solves itself.
Why are you grabbing these?
Why? I don't understand why they would steal the voices if they just want the rubies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The festival is over.
But you now have
You
how to
have-
take
yes.
care of them. How why would you not try this again?
Because she's stupid and they need to force like a little sad and uplifting moment.
I kind of get the feeling that wasn't all of the Troggles though. Like it could happen again.
Yeah. Also, the apology is too little, too late because she was because every time it was brought up to her that she shouldn't go through with this because of the Troggles, she acted like it was the first time they were bringing it up or completely dismissed it.
Yep, this is how fucking influencers apologize.
No.
Like, you knew about the problem, you're not upset that you did the wrong thing. You're upset you got caught.
Right. Yeah.
Now that the Troggles are gone, we're not scared anymore.
Your voice sounds fake.
They're gone forever. They're never gonna come back.
What?
Wait a minute. But then,
well, he just said we're not scared now that they're gone, so maybe they can just put out like a Ruby buffet every year.
That can't be all the Troggles though. There's just no way. I don't buy it.
They have more rubies though.
Thank you all for coming to the first and last Bridal Woodstock. The festival is over.
Actually, hang on. Now that I'm thinking about it, why didn't the Troggles immediately go for the rubies instead of trying to steal everyone's voices?
Yeah, they were all right there on the stage.
For the same reason the monster is a stupid idea in the first place. Why wouldn't they just steal the rubies in the first place?
I kind of like the idea of the monster, but they kind of ruined it by
sucks.
Because the ruby, because they eat the ruby instead. The way it would work better is if it just repelled them.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. If they were actually scared of the rubies, and if they were like an actual malicious force, but.
They show up, they go for the stage, the fucking rubies on the stage create a force field around the singer, and then they decide, fuck it, we'll turn on the crowd then. So then they have to rip off rubies to ward them off.
Yeah, and then the conflict of the episode, and then the conflict of the final act is, okay, we need to get everyone away from these things and onto the stage so that the Troggles can't get us, and then we just wait them out.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that. You could do the thing where they ripped them off and repelled them too, which I think is what they would go for, just so they can have the show keep being a thing that exists.
Hell, fuck.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Hell, go all capless on this shit. Have Izzy make fucking ruby like accessories, and it acts like a charm, and they can wear it out in the crowd.
Yeah, there's an idea.
Yeah.
Next year, have them do that.
Yeah, and it's especially bizarre that the show is like so averse to the idea of the Troggles actually being like an antagonistic force when Opaline is like clearly has malicious intent for the other ponies. She's incompetent, but there's clearly malice to her.
That's just it. Opaline is incompetent. These things would actually be something you have to put work into. They can't risk scaring the little girls, no can they?
And that's another thing I've noticed. There's no edge to this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Even silly shit like, let me think. Even cute-looking stuff like, say, the Parasprites or... Okay, well, the Cockatrice is not cute, but you get what I'm saying. Like, certain things that look ridiculous, there's like a sinister edge to it that makes a kid take it a little seriously for the conflict. This is just so fluff.
Everything is baby-proofed.
Yes, thank you. Wait, you know what it is? This cartoon is the definition of putting like pads on corners and then doubling it up with duct tape.
And then like putting locks on the kitchen cabinet so they can't get into the stuff.
I'm actually vaguely reminded of I had a school assignment where we were learning about shapes. So the assignment we were given is design a hotel that does not have hard corners. And my solution was that it was just, round all the corners. So that everything is like a rounded cube.
This whole show is that double helmet joke from Some Pony to Watch Over Me.
Oh God, don't remind me of that.
Oh God.
What about the other bands?
I know.
They completely forgot about that. Let's not pretend they didn't.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess the whole like everyone's opening thing just resolved itself.
Yep. I told you it was gonna.
And they're all gonna sing together like a big ass band.
And here to join us are our very special.
Oh, they are.
The original girl group, the ones who started it all.
So they're all performing at once?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
That's not gonna clash at all.
Yeah, you have to rehearse to make sure it doesn't. Like,
They're
get
also different
simultaneous.
genres of music, so this is
Yep.
this is gonna clash.
Not every genre of music goes together.
Yeah.
Like, two of them are pop, so that
Well,
I
that's
could see working, but you can't
Well, that's
then
what I was
throw
saying.
rock into it.
That's what I was saying with rehearsal, and they clearly did not.
Right. Like, country and western probably go together, but you wouldn't put jazz and polka in the same song.
And look at that, it magically goes. That's kind of good.
You know what? At least it's not those same three foals we've seen every other episode.
They
I thought
are.
it was.
Oh, never mind them. Fuck me.
Yeah.
She is very broad.
Yeah, they all are.
I mean, yes, but she's, like, thicker.
Yeah.
She looks butch, actually. Not in, like, style, but in build.
Yeah. Song's okay, but I actually like the solo by Ruby better.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's just pop. I don't hear the rock.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't hear the retro either. This feels just like regular ass pop. But with weaker voices.
God damn.
Auto-tune.
You know what, if you're gonna auto-tune, go all the way with it. Give me a fucking vocal that lasts a whole minute.
Jesus.
You give a character an Eddie Van Halen guitar and you don't put in rock. You are a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't hear the rock. Give me a guitar solo.
Yeah, a guitar solo would be perfect at this point, right here.
Yep.
The chips are back on the thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, they suspiciously have more rubies.
And they glued it back in the exact same
Tell
place.
me.
Yeah, because I thought I saw them back on there
Did they
earlier,
use
but I
the
wasn't sure.
Oh wow, that's how it ends. Okay.
That's how it ends? I thought you fast forward by accident.
No, it just ends with a fucking music video, apparently.
I mean, it makes sense, but how they edit it, that's what gets me.
Yeah, the editing is bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
so
I've never seen that in this show yet, so that's a new problem.
Chapter 4 off to a very shitty start.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might I mean, there is some stiff competition, but that might actually be the worst episode.
I don't know if it's the worst for me.
I don't know if I'd go that far yet, but it's down there.
Nah, the
only thing I
Cutie
liked
Mark
about
one
it
for
was
me
like-
is still the worst.
The only thing I liked
Cutie
about
Mark
it-
one and the Nazi one.
The only thing I the only thing I liked about this was Ruby's solo, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I can't really.
That, and I liked the build-up with the rubies. I don't like how they executed it, but the build-up was nice.
I think it was.
I'm especially annoyed that they didn't like try resolve the conflict of who's going to open and who's going to be the headline act.
Yep. They just resolve every conflict magically without having to do any work.
It's not just that they resolved it without actually putting forth the effort. It's that they did it while the characters like actively actively like went out of their way to avoid like addressing the problem and not taking responsibility for it. I find that absolutely disgusting.
They absolutely ducked and won. They just completely sidestepped the problem. And
I
it
still would have.
works.
I'd still be pissed that that particular conflict was contrived from the start. But I would have a slight modicum of respect for them if they actually had the characters take responsibility and admit that they fucked up.
I could totally see this being a scenario. Like, listen to this. Like, they talk it out, like, especially after the monster shit, whatever, and they all talk together like, we never should have promised you the same spot. More importantly, we should have talked this out with each other and then with you all. We're sorry. We don't have no respect for you as artists for this, whatever the fuck. And they're like, how about we work out this way? And then they talk about like Ruby wanted this, like we'll let her go first, and then what the dyke bitch, she says something like, he's like, we're not what we used to be, and people want to see the others before us, so why don't we go second? And then the Electric Blue's like, yeah, and we can go last, and we wrap this up. Shit like that. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
But my
That's what I
issue
thought was
is
gonna happen for a hot minute.
the biggest issue for me is how they could not pick a lane on whether or not are we skeptical of these creatures or are we just going to ignore it? And every single scene is, oh, we're skeptical now. Oh yeah, we're just going to ignore it. Like,
yep.
Excuse me.
Especially Hitch, just completely flip flop back and forth on a whim.
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't even a response to anything. He just did.
I'm actually. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm actually disappointed that they didn't go with the plot twist that the things were actually just in like Izzy's head and they were they were like some kind of like alternate personality.
I don't know why you thought.
Because I feel like there were like just enough pieces there to in such a way that they could have gone in that direction. Like the plot twist would be that she has some kind of alternate personality, and that alternate personality comes out when she hears the music, and she messes up the concert or something. I thought the episode was going that way because when she heard
a show like this would even entertain the idea.
Well, yeah, because in retrospect, I gave the show too much credit that they would actually come up with a twist like that. But I feel like the pieces were there that they could have had that plot twist. Like when Izzy initially hears the voices, she's completely on her own, and she's flip flopping back and forth on whether or not it's a good idea to like go ahead with the concert or not. And
I would never
and when Zip like hears the voices, she is closest to Izzy as she's walking away from her, at least relative to Hitch. So she would be more likely to hear it. So if she were hearing the voices of the monsters, I've already forgotten what they're called. Troggles. Yeah, if she heard the voices of the Troggles, like it could have been like the alternate personality like coming out of Izzy and like actually saying that thing. And if she's hearing Izzy say that as opposed to like an actual ghost, that could have been what they were doing with. So clearly I gave the show too much credit.
You did.
But
even G4 wouldn't do a split personality. Like, really?
Oh, I don't know. G4 went to some pretty dark places.
Yeah, not that dark though. Come on.
I mean, they did do what was that one season 1 episode with Pinky Cobb?
That's not the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Lesson 0.
I don't know if I count. Oh wait, well actually I suppose Lesson 0 counts.
That's just some cartoonish shit going unhinged. No,
that was just Twilight stressing herself out.
I mean, it's kind of tonally similar.
I thought you were talking about the Pinky thing.
I was talking about both.
Oh,
in the sense that like it's not the same story, but it's tonally very similar.
No,
I mean, hypothetically, if they did go with that twist, it still probably wouldn't make any sense because there would almost inevitably still be some problems with it, though. But the pieces were there, and I feel like they could have gone that route if they wanted to.
There'd be problems with anything they did.
Yeah.
Actually, like again, this is like in retrospect, there's no way they could have done it. Now that I think about it, because that would be the crazy option, and this show is way too safe to do anything that out of that
exactly
like that shit crazy.
I was strangling.
Like the pieces were there.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. I just finished explaining them. What are you talking about?
And it doesn't make sense to me still. And didn't one of us say that Zip heard it too?
Yeah, she did hear it.
No, she was the one that did. Yeah, she was the only one that heard it though while Hitch was there. But she was close. But she was closer to Izzy relative to Hitch as they were walking away. So it still wouldn't make sense. But if she was walking away, if she was closer to Izzy as she's saying that, then Izzy would be more likely to hear her than Hitch would be, or at least that would be the logic of the show in a hypothetical situation where that was the twist.
You're like, what's his name? You were like that kid who got stretched into Taffy from Willy Wonka. Like, you're stretching this. I feel like it's a stretch. I'm never gonna let you live that down. Split personality.
I don't care. I mean, I still think that I still think that as confused and jumbled as those particular pieces would be, if that were the direction they were going. I feel like within the show's own twisted logic, there's just enough there to make sense, at least relative to the other bullshit that the show pulls.
I'm just surprised with logic you didn't just think it's like some.
I mean, I'm trying to think within the show's logic.
I know, and I'm just surprised you didn't jump to like a kid fucking with her. Then fucking no, we just jumped straight to split personality. Oh man, it's great though.
Yeah, this is awful.
Yep.
One person thought someone was in the loony bin. We thought some of us thought it was going to go in another direction entirely, but the road just ended up with miscommunication and jumbled up mess and suicidal spirits, apparently, making everything pointless. Apparently,
and again, the script just giving the answer to Rip. Yet again,
and like Onyx said, too many cooks, and I think that is what happened. I agree. I can't wait to see what the rest of Chapter 4 is like.
It's worse than this.
I guarantee you, I will treat you to a free meal if I ever met you. That you will hate Chapter 5 more. You're gonna be pissed off. All of you will. Like, you guys are gonna be so pissed.